I can't believe that I'm the first one that's saying this.
Welcome to That's a Good One, where a stranger gives you his opinions about things that you didn't know you needed until right now. And today those opinions are solely rested upon the shoulders of Arch Manning, and though he may be doing some good in the recruiting aspect of Texas Longhorn football, is he really as good as everyone says, ranking him as a number one, a perfect number one by 24/7 Sports coming out of high school as the best quarterback in the nation? The thought that's been crossing my mind for months now that I've been hearing about this guy's coming. Someone who's grown up around Louisiana and private football in Louisiana, private school, and how they operate. And as someone who has personally played some, say, 7-on-7 games against them as I grew up just across the border, it's hard to imagine that Arch Manning is as good as they say he is. They do get loaded teams, have seen that happen before. But honestly, we have to ask ourselves this. Honestly, if his last name wasn't Manning, would we really care who he was? Because his numbers aren't blowing anybody away. Who cares? His numbers are average. There's two-way high school quarterbacks in the state of Texas playing public school football who can put up the same types of numbers as Arch Manning, and they're getting no looks. So is Arch Manning really as high as recruit as he is, or is it because his last name's Manning and his family members have 4 Super Bowl rings at their house? Not to mention their granddaddy played in the NFL. So though he will do some good for the recruiting aspect of the Texas Longhorns, I don't know if it's more than just a ploy to get him there for that aspect. Because as far as I'm concerned, though Quinn may leave after next year, Quinn, though not Vince Young, could be argued much more as a perfect one by whoever came up with these insane ratings. There's no way Arch is even close to a perfect score. He's probably not bad. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that I've watched any of his high school games, but I've seen enough clips to go, it's not his footwork that makes him great. It's not his arm strength that makes him great. As far as I can tell, he doesn't have super athletes around him, not like the Odell Beckhams that have come through that high school. He's just an average quarterback, and maybe just average for Louisiana football, because there is a hotbed of talent in East Texas and Louisiana, and you could find those numbers anywhere. So what are the numbers? You're probably wondering. Well, I've got some numbers in front of me. Quinn Ewers played in 25 games in high school. He was hurt his junior year, and he missed a few games, but they did make it to state championship in the Dodge Bowl and came out on the losing end of that to an incredible Austin Westlake team. But in those 2 years, he put up 6,400 yards passing in 25 games. Through, say, around 36 games, Arch has put up 7,300, something like that, against lesser talent, as far as I'm concerned. Arch has thrown for 101 TDs, and Quinn threw for 73 in 2 years. So you've got 4 years compared to 2. Just based off that, which I don't like to go based solely off that, but having seen Quinn beat a really good Duncanville team in some way says more to me than Arch could ever show me in Louisiana. It's just the way it's got to be. So I hope things work out. I hope it's not a ploy to get money out of the University of Texas. I don't think Arch needs the money. I don't really think there's even a quarterback controversy like you've been hearing all over the internet. When Arch shows up, there's going to be a battle, especially with Malik Murphy back there. Like, as long as Quinn is healthy, I think in the first 10 minutes of the Bama game, and that's a whole nother video we could get into. Bama's not what they used to be. Bama's down, way down. But that doesn't mean Texas hasn't come up. And with Quinn at pulling the trigger for Texas, it's unfortunate that this year, for the most part, has been wasted. Next year is going to be something special. And it's going to be it's not going to be special just because a Manning standing on the sideline. We're going to have the boys. We're going to have the schemes. And hopefully we're going to turn things around and get us back to where we want to be.
Well, if you've made it this far into the first That's a Good One show episode, I guess you would call it, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, share the channel, comment. Tell me where I'm wrong. Argue with me a little bit. I'd like to hear them. I enjoy it. I look forward to talking to people about this kind of stuff every day. So just expanding, say, my new friendships that'll be made via the World Wide Web. So like I said at the beginning, my name's Jed Crisp for That's a Good One. And I'll be seeing y'all around.